Hello from Versailles, or Bonjour de Versailles. I am at one of the most popular destinations in the world. This is the Palace of Versailles. This palace gets about 50 million visitors a year, and I can't wait to share this with you. So come with me as we explore this majestic palace. The Palace of Versailles is located 30 minutes outside Paris. This is why you shouldn't miss this when you visit Paris. So Louis XIV converted his father's hunting pavilion to this magnificent Palace of Versailles and established his court and government over here in 1682. So we are standing in the courtyard. Now if you come in here, this is how you get in from that side, and when you get in, bear left, because you have to go through that door and then go all the way around until you come here, and then you continue from there. Okay, so don't bear right, just as you come in, you see the bear left, go through that door over there, and then you can take a tour through the princess's rooms until you come over here. Versailles was a symbol of absolute monarchy and a masterpiece of classical architecture in France. It was also the center of political power in France until the French Revolution. Alright, so this is the chamber of Madame Victoire. We'll begin with this antique cabinets over here. I think this leads to the king's chamber. You are looking at the Gabriel chandelier. This chandelier measures 12 meters in height and weighs half a ton. It's composed of 800 crystal modules threaded around a stainless steel skeleton containing an LED lighting system. Where we are right now is the foyer of the king's grand apartment. This is between the Hercules Salon and the cobblestone courtyard. As I previously stated, originally it was a hunting lodge for King Louis XIII, and later was transformed into a grand palace by his son Louis XIV, who moved the French court and government there in 1682. The palace features the opulent hall of mirrors, the king's and queen's grand apartments, and the royal chapel. Each room is lavishly decorated with paintings, tapestries, and intricate furnishings. You can do a half-day tour or a full-day tour, but some of the things that you must try and see are the Hall of Mirrors, the grand apartments, the royal chapel, the gardens, of course, you can't miss the Garden of Versailles, the estate of Trianon, that includes the Grand Trianon and Petit Trianon, smaller palaces within the grounds, and the Queen's Hamlet, a rustic retreat for Marie Antoinette. This is the Royal Chapel, which is the fifth and final chapel built at Versailles. It was dedicated to Saint Louis, the patron saint of the king and ancestor of the royal house. So here's a portrait of Louis XIV, the king who turned this hunting lodge into this magnificent palace that we are all walking through today. And Louis XIV, also known as the Sun King, was survived by only one grandson. Despite having numerous children and grandchildren, by the time of his death in 1715, only his great-grandson Louis XV was left to inherit the throne. Louis XIV outlived both his son Louis the Grand Dauphin and his grandson Louis, Duke of Burgundy. Louis XIV was called the Sun King, but why was he called the Sun King? Well, he believed that, like the sun, he was the center of the nation and that everything revolved around him. This symbol represented his view of himself as a source of light and life for France. He felt the sun was a powerful and omnipresent force, hence a fitting symbol for his reign. His reign was marked by a flourishing of arts and culture, often referred to as the golden age of French art and literature. He surrounded himself with great artists, musicians, and writers, and his court of Versailles became a center of cultural brilliance. You will be overwhelmed by the number of paintings as you walk through the palace. So if you really want to see more of Versailles, then don't waste too much time in this area. Alright, just get out to the gardens and then explore the other palaces. This is the Mercury room, named after the goddess of Mercury. Now, when Louis XIV died, his coffin was laid in state in this particular room. We just entered one of the most iconic, grandiose rooms in the palace. This is the Hall of Mirrors. This was constructed between 1678 and 1684. The Hall of Mirrors was designed by architect Jules Ronsard and decorated by Charles Lebrun. It replaced the terrace that originally connected the king's and queen's apartments. This hall was intended to illustrate the power and grandeur of Louis XIV's reign. It served as a passageway and a place for court gatherings, ceremonies, and receptions. Now, mirrors were luxury at that time, showcasing France's ability to rival Venetian mirror manufacturing. This hall is 73 meters long and features 17 large mirrors facing 17 windows that overlook the Gardens of Versailles. One of the historic events that happened in this hall was the Treaty of Versailles on June 28, 1919, which officially ended World War I. The vaulted ceiling is adorned with 30 compositions by the architect Charles Lebrun, depicting the achievements of Louis XIV, including military victories and political successes. The Hall of Mirrors is a testament to the artistic and cultural achievements of the French monarchy and remains a highlight for visitors who visit Versailles. Now, walking through the Hall of Mirrors offers a glimpse into the lavish lifestyle of the French court and the historical events that took place here. So this is the Queen's bedchamber in the Queen's grand apartment. Now, this beautiful room was used by 3 queens of France: Maria Theresa, Marie Leczinska, and Marie Antoinette. It was a main room where the queen spent most of her time, including sleeping often with the king. So it was in this room that during the French Revolution on October 6, 1789, Marie Antoinette escaped through a hidden door in the alcove of this bedchamber, leading to a corridor that connected to the king's apartment. This was Louis Philippe's idea. So he gathered all these sculptures. So this is restaurant Angelina here. All the restaurants on the premises for a sandwich bar. So I'm so hungry to grab something to eat. So finally, we have arrived at the beautiful Gardens of Versailles, one of the most beautiful gardens on this planet. Now, you need a ticket to get into this place, so make sure the tickets that you buy includes a tour of the garden. Alright, so come with me as we go and check this beautiful place out. This picturesque Garden of Versailles is a masterpiece of landscape design created by the renowned gardener André Le Nôtre for Louis XIV. The garden covers approximately 800 hectares, and this garden is laid out in the classic French formal garden style, featuring meticulously manicured lawns, parterres, and a vast array of sculptures. Now, the garden boasts 50 fountains and 620 water jets, many of which still use the original hydraulic system from the time of Louis XIV. Also, there's a Grand Canal, a prominent feature that stretches over 5.57 kilometers. Work on this garden began in 1661 and continued for about 40 years. Louis XIV considered the gardens as important as the palace itself. The garden has been a source of inspiration for landscape architecture worldwide and is a testament to the grandeur of the French monarchy. There are so many fountains spread out through the garden. What you see right now is called the Latona fountain, which is one of the most iconic features of the gardens. And this fountain is based on the myth of Latona, who was the mother of Apollo and Diana. The central statue depicts Latona with her children, Apollo and Diana, surrounded by frogs and lizards. Latona was a lover of Zeus and bore him twin gods, Apollo and Artemis. We didn't get a chance to tour the Trianon estate, which includes the Grand Trianon, a beautiful marble palace used by Louis XIV as a retreat, and the Petit Trianon, that's Marie Antoinette's private estate. So if you get here and you have the time, try and go check that out. Alright, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share.